So guys, as you can see, this is the notebook I already prepared. So here you can see I'm using one dataset from Kaggle. So let me open the link. This is the link. So the dataset name is IMDb dataset, and it is having actually 50k movie reviews. Okay, 50k actually movie reviews. If you are already from, let's say, machine learning, deep learning background, I think you know about this dataset, right? It's like very common dataset. And why I took this particular dataset, because in this dataset you will see there are so many actually unnecessary text. Okay, because it's a movie review. So what they did actually, they extracted, they scrapped this data from the IMDb website. If you don't know, this is the IMDb website, IMDb. So in this website you will see all the movies reviews and rating. And what they did actually, they published this dataset in the Kaggle website, so that if anyone is working in the field of, let's say, generative AI or natural language processing, they can use the dataset. Now here, what you just need to do, you just need to download this data. Okay, it's around I think 27 MB. Just click on download button, it will download. Okay, so I already downloaded this dataset, so it is available inside my download folder. So I'm going to upload in my Colab notebook. So here, first of all, what you have to do, you have to connect this particular notebook. So there is a connect button, just try to connect. And no need to worry, I will also share this notebook link in the resources section. From there, you can open it up. So my notebook is connected. So first of all, let's import some of the library. First of all, I need something called pandas, because if you see the data, it's a CSV data. Okay, it's a CSV data. So let me upload and let me show you. So if you want to upload anything in the Google Drive, just try to right click and there is an upload button. Click on upload and try to upload this data here. Now see, it's a CSV file. Okay, and if I want to load any kinds of CSV file, JSON file, or let's say Excel file, whatever file, you can use the pandas package for that. So you can see my dataset is uploaded. Now if I want to load the dataset, what I have to do, I have to assign the path. And see, you don't need to execute these are the code, because this code I have added. Let's say if your dataset is available in your Google Drive, that time what you have to do, you have to mount your Google Drive. First of all, mount means you will be connecting with your Google Drive, then we'll be relocating the folder. Okay, like inside which folder you kept your data. Okay, with the help of cd command. Cd means change directory. Okay, then after that, what you will do, you will assign the data path. But here I haven't kept my data inside my Google Drive. I kept inside my Colab. Actually, you can see drive. This is the Colab disk I am using. Here you will get around 74 GB of space. So here you also can keep your data. So I don't need to execute this code. What I will do, I'll just go below. And if I check my current working directory, that means pwd, you will see I'm inside content. Content means this is the directory right now. Now here, I'll just simply define my data path. So I'll copy the path, copy, and let me paste it here. Okay, that's it. Now let me execute. Now see, if I now load the data, pd.read CSV I'm doing. So now see, it will load the data. See, it has loaded the data. If you want to see the shape of the data, this is the shape. Okay, you have around 50k actually movies reviews in this particular CSV file, and two columns. Two columns means one is the reviews column, another is like the sentiment column. Okay, sentiment means whether it's a positive sentiment, whether it's a negative sentiment. This kinds of sentiment you will get here. I hope it is clear. Now see, here I'm having 50k movie reviews, but here I'm not going to use all the reviews. Here I'm going to show you the demo, like how we can perform the text pre-processing. And if I'm taking all the 50k reviews, so it will take like lots of time to process those are the text. So what I will do, I'll only take the 100 example. Okay, the first 100 example I'll be taking, and on top of that, I will perform all the text processing task, right? So this is the code you can execute. So it will load 100 example. Now if I show you the shape, see, now we are having 100 example and only two columns. Fine. Now if I want to show you the data, see, this is the data. So first thing we'll be learning how we can perform the lowercase operation, and why lowercase is important, I already explained here. I think you remember. Let's say if one of the name is containing uppercase character, it will consider these are actually separate name. Okay, these are actually separate entity. That is the idea. So that's how we have to bring everything in a lowercase character. So that's how you have to apply this lower operation. And how to perform lower operation, I think you already know. In Python, we are having a function called lower. With the help of lower also we can do it, right? Now see here, let me show you one example. Let's say I'm taking the reviews 3. So here I'm taking the three number rows. This is the 3 number rows. Now you can see some of the character is uppercase character here. So this is uppercase, this is uppercase. Okay, so that's how actually you will see different uppercase character would be there. Now if I want to make them lowercase, what I have to do, first of all, I have to select my column. Like in which column you have to apply the lower function, I have to apply on top of my review column. Now first of all, I'm converting everything to the string. Okay, string data type. Then I'm applying the lower, because lower is a string method. Okay, lower is string method. I think you already know that. Then whatever changes actually I'm doing, I'm saving inside my column. That means I'm just doing the permanent change, okay, inside my column. So that's why I've given a review again. That is the idea. Now if I execute, now see if I show you the data. Now see guys, all the character has become lowercase right now. Now if I want to show you the, now if I again execute that review 3, you will see that all the character has converted to the lowercase character. Okay, that is the idea. Now the next thing we'll be learning how we can handle the HTML tags. That means how we can remove the HTML tags. For this, here I have written a function. Here I'm using something called regular expression, regex. Okay, so inside regex you can give a pattern. Let's say here you are giving a pattern. If you are getting this kinds of symbol, okay, if you are getting this kinds of symbol, it's a like HTML tag. You have to remove those HTML tags and you have to replace with empty. Okay, empty string. That is the idea. Now this is the function we can use. Now if I execute, now let's say this is a one text I have prepared. You can see in this text actually we are having lots of HTML tags. Now if I pass this particular text to my function, see it will automatically remove all the tags. Now see, I'm only getting the text, okay, relevant text. That is the idea. So this notebook I prepared in such a way so that you can use it as a template. Let's say whenever you need anything, any kinds of functionality, you can come here, you can copy those functions. So please try to keep this particular notebook with you because this is going to help you a lot. Okay, whenever you'll be developing the projects, this is going to help you a lot. Now, if you want to apply on top of the entire data set, again, just call this column name. Let's say review column. Okay, and there is a function called apply. And inside that, just try to pass this function. Okay, apply function takes actually one function object. Now here I'm giving the function object. So what it will do, it will try to apply this particular function on top of the entire rows you are having in your data set. Okay. Now see if I execute and the changes actually I'm doing, I'm saving everything permanent. Okay. Now let me execute. Now if I show you any kinds of random, let's say rows, now you'll see all the, now let's see if I also show you 7, okay, 7 numbered rows. Now just try to see, there is no HTML tags in this particular text. You can pick up any kinds of, let's say index. So let's say if I show you the 10, nowhere you will see the HTML tags here. Now we'll be learning how we can remove actually URL. Let's say if you are having some URL in the text, how we can remove it. For this, again, I'm using regular expression and there is a pattern I have given. If you are getting this kinds of, let's say a word HTTP, then slash, then www, that means it is a URL and you have to remove the URL with the empty string. Okay, this is the function. Now let me execute. Now here I have just mentioned some of the URL. So this is my YouTube channel URL. This is my LinkedIn URL. And google.com and kaggle.com. Okay, now these are the text I have prepared one by one. Now let's say if I'm passing any kinds of text inside my remove URL function, it will remove that URL. Let me show you. See, I'm giving the text to, that means my LinkedIn URL. Now you can see, check out my LinkedIn. I hope it is clear. See, again I'm telling you, it's not a mandatory things. Let's say you need URL in your data. At that time you can keep it. Let's say you need actually HTML tags, you can keep it. But if you don't need it, you can remove it. Because I already told you, nowadays actually we are having advanced generative AI application. It also supports all kinds of text like emojis, HTML, okay, everything it supports. So if you are creating this kinds of advanced, let's say, application, that time you need these are the data. You don't need to remove it. Okay, but sometimes actually you also need to remove this data set. So that's why I'm showing you how we can remove it. And if you want to keep it, you can also keep it. It's up to you. Okay, you have to decide based on your project architecture at that time. This is the idea. Now we'll be learning how we can handle the punctuation. So if you want to see the punctuation, so there is a string package you can use. Now if you just write string.punctuation, you will see all kinds of punctuations are available. Now what I have done, I just stored these are the punctuation in a variable called exclude. Now here I have written a function. Okay, here I have written a function called remove punctuation. And here I have written a for loop. So I'm just looping through this punctuation one by one. And user is giving the text and I'm just checking whether if there is any punctuation. Okay, I'm just replacing with the empty string. Now let me show you how it will work. Now let's say this is one text string with a punctuation. You can see there are so many punctuation I have assigned. Now if I pass this particular text to my punctuation functions, it will remove the punctuation. Now see, there is no punctuation right now. Even I'm also calculating the time, like how much time it is taking to remove the punctuation, because there is another way you can follow to remove the punctuation. I'll tell you how you can do it. See, this is the function, guys. So here you can use something called text.translate. Inside that, just try to use this particular function. Okay, make translate, and inside that, just try to mention the punctuation. So what it will do, it will take your text and it will remove all the punctuation. So this is another approach. Now see, if I calculate the time of this function, you will see that this is the time. That means this function is taking less time than this function, because here you are using one for loop. And for loop has the linear time complexity. I think you know that. If you are familiar with DSA concept, I think you know that it is having linear time complexity. Okay, so this particular approach is good. So let's say if you are applying this particular logic on top of 50k data set, just try to think how much time it will take this for loop. And in other hand, if you are using this particular method, it will take very less time to perform the operation. Now, if you want to see the time difference, you can also see the time difference. Now, if I show you my text, now see inside this text, actually I'm having lots of punctuation. Now what I will do, I will use my remove function one, that means this particular function, and inside that I'm going to pass my entire review. Now see, it will remove the punctuation. Okay, see, all the punctuation has been removed. Now you can also pass the entire data like that. You can also pass the entire data. It will remove all the punctuation inside your entire data. Now we'll be learning how we can handle the chat conversation. See, sometimes whenever we perform the chatting operation, we give like lots of shortcut. Let's say if I want to write as far as I know, what you will give? You will give AFAIK. Then let's say away from keyboard, AFK. Then as soon as possible, ASAP. That's how we use lots of chat keyword. Okay, we use lots of chat shortcut keyword. Okay, here I have listed down some of them. You can see for your information, FYI. So that's how I have listed all the chat conversation short word. Now let's say you are working with actually social media dataset. In the social media dataset, you will see these kinds of data a lot. People will be using short form. Okay, short form. So how we can handle this particular short form? For this, first of all, try to create a dictionary like that. The entire dictionary you have to create. Then after that, here I've written a function. So this is the function chat conversation handle. So inside that, I'm just taking the text. Okay, I'm just taking the text and I'm checking. And inside that, with the help of this for loop, I'm checking if we are having these kinds of word. Okay, if you are having these kinds of word, what we're doing, we're just mapping with the value. That means, let's say, if anyone having actually this particular, let's say, a shortcut word, let's say FYI. What I will do instead of FYI, I will just return for your information, because this is a dictionary. If I want to get the value, I want to call the key. Okay, that's how we are mapping. Now see, if I execute the program, now let's say here we are giving a short message. Do this work ASAP. Now see, it will return me do this work as soon as possible. Okay, because here it is coming here and it is mapping and it is giving me this value. Okay, this is the idea. Now let me see how we can handle the incorrect text. Let's say sometimes what happens whenever you are using real-time data, there would be lots of spelling mistake, right? Let's say this is one example, certain spelling is not correct, then condition spelling is not correct. That's how you will see different word is having the spelling mistake. So how to handle this spelling mistake? For this, you have to use one package called text blob. So let me import this text blob. And now see, here I'm having my incorrect text. Now if I pass this incorrect text to my text blob, and if I call this particular function called correct, now see, it will handle everything. Now see, certain conditions during several, see, all the word has been corrected. So this is one amazing package you can use if you want to handle the spelling. Okay, spelling of any word. Now the next thing we'll be learning how we can handle the stop words. So inside English language, not only English language, inside all kinds of language, we're having some stop words. Okay, now here we're working with the English language. So let me show you some English related stop words. For this, I will be importing stop words from the NLTK. NLTK is nothing but it's a natural language toolkit library. So with the help of NLP also, you can perform lots of NLP related tasks. So here you can see I'm importing the stop word. So here I'm performing nltk.download. It will download all the stop words from the internet. Now see if I click this cell, it will download the stop words. Now if you want to list down all the stop words, you can just write stop words, and here you can specify the language. So here I was working with the here I'm working with the English language. So here I've given the English. Let's say you are working with Hindi, Bengali, you can give that language also. It will give you the stop word related that language. So you can see the documentation of NLTK. We'll see that how we can pass the parameter here. Now see, these are the words we are having inside English. So this is called stop word. So this word doesn't have any kinds of meaning, okay, in a sentence. Okay, we use it to represent one sentence, but there is no meaning. So let me show you why I'm telling there is no meaning. Let's see if you want to perform sentiment analysis. So let's say there is one review we are having. So let me just write, this movie is awesome. I loved it. Now just try to see, here you are having some stop word, right? Like is there, this is there, I is there, it is there, right? But if I want to get the sentiment of this particular, let's say reviews, I can see movies is required, awesome is required, loved is required. Now if I'm getting these kinds of word, actually this kind of positive word, that means it's a positive sentiment. Okay, it's a positive sentiment, yes or no, right? So here actually I don't need these are the stop word. Okay, I don't need this as the stop word to understand whether this particular reviews is a positive or negative. And if you're using these are the stop word in the sentence, what will happen whenever you will perform the text vectorization? It will make actually extra dimension. Okay, it will make the extra dimension in the data. And whenever it is making the extra dimension, that means if dimension is increasing, that time your model might get difficulties, right? Because we know that there is a concept of curse of dimensionality. So we always need to reduce the dimensionality somehow. I think you have learned in your machine learning. Okay, machine learning, let's say, topic. So that is why we don't need these are the stop words. So we have to remove this particular stop word sometimes. And sometimes actually we have to also keep it. So these are the stop word, guys, you saw. Now let me show you the length. So around we are having 179 stop words present inside English. Now here I've written a function. So this function will remove the stop words from a text. Now let me show you. Let's say this is a text I have given. So inside that you can see different stop words are there. Now if I pass to my function, so see, now see, there is no stop word in this particular text right now. Okay, that's how you can use this particular function. Now again, this is my data. And if I want to apply on top of my entire reviews, I can do it. I can use the apply function and I can pass my function object, remove stop words. And if you want to store permanently, what you can do, you can write this code. Okay, df reviews is equal to df reviews apply stop words. Okay, it will save everything permanent, but I don't want to save it permanent as of now because I'm showing you as a demo. If you want to do the permanent, you can do it. So now guys, I think it is clear how we can remove the stop words. Now the next thing we'll be learning how to handle the emoji. Okay, see, emoji is nothing but it's a Unicode actually character. Okay, if I show you, if you just write emoji Unicode, you will see different Unicodes of different emojis. So let me open it up. See, here we are having different emojis. Based on that, we are having the Unicode. Okay, Unicode character. Okay, Unicode character. So that's why I just collected some of the Unicode character, like for the emotions emojis, symbols, then pictographs. Then we're having transport, map, symbol, flag. Okay, so these are the emojis related Unicode I collected here, and I just written a function. Okay. And again, I'm using the regular expression. So here I'm telling if you are getting this kinds of Unicode in a sentence, that means it's an emoji. So what you have to do, you have to remove those emoji with an empty space. Okay, now let me show you. So let's say this is one text I'm giving. Love the movie, it was flying kiss. Okay, now see if I pass this particular text, now see it will remove the emojis automatically. Now this is the next one. Now see only Lamo is coming. Now sometimes actually I told you emojis are required. Because let's say I told you in the chat GPT example. So if you pass any kinds of emoji to the chat GPT, it will also able to understand, okay, what you are trying to say. Let's say if I pass any kinds of emoji here, let's say I'll give this emoji. Hey there, what's on your mind today? See, it is trying to understand my feelings, right? Now, if I want to handle these kinds of situations, what I have to do, I have to keep the emoji. That time what I can do, I can extract the meaning of the emoji. So for this, I can use one library called emoji. Okay, now let me show you. First of all, you have to install it. Now just import the emoji, and inside emoji you are having one method called demojize. Okay, now inside that just try to pass the text Python is fire. I'm giving the fire emoji. Now so it will automatically convert to the word Python is fire. Okay, that means it is trying to extract the meaning of that particular emoji right now. I hope you cleared. So that's how whenever you are passing any kinds of emoji as an input to the chat GPT, it is trying to convert this emoji to the word and is trying to understand what you are trying to say. Now there is another example I have given. I love this movie, it was flying kiss. See, love this movie, it was face blowing a kiss. Now we'll be understanding the tokenization. I told you we are having two kinds of tokenization, sentence level tokenization and word level tokenization. So let's try to see. See, if you want to perform the tokenization, directly you can use the split function, because the split also will give you the individual word in a list. See, if I have one sentence, now if I perform the split operation, see, I'm getting actually individual word. So with the help of split also you can perform the tokenization. So similar wise, you can also do the sentence level tokenization. This is the word level tokenization. Now for this, you have to mention this particular full stop sign. So whenever it is getting the full stop, that means this is one sentence. Okay. Now see if I execute. So here I'm having 3 sentences. So I am going to Delhi. I will stay there for 3 days. Let's hope the trip to be great. Okay. See 3 sentences I'm getting. So this is called sentence level tokenization. So again, some of the example with the split function. Now with the help of regular expression, you can also do the tokenizations. So this is one example I kept with the regular expression. So here is my sentence and it will give you the individual word. This is the sentence level tokenization. Okay. And this is the pattern for the word level. This is the pattern for the sentence level. Okay. This is the idea. Now you can also use something called NLTK. Okay. That means Natural Language Toolkit Library for the tokenization as well. Inside that we are having two actually function word level tokenizer and sentence level tokenizer. Now and if you want to perform the tokenization, you have to download this particular thing called PUNKT. Okay, this particular thing you have to download. Okay, now see, here is my sentence and I want to perform word level tokenization. I will pass this. So it will give me the word level tokenization. So automatically this function will handle. Now if you want to perform sentence level tokenization, you can use send tokenizer. Okay, from here. And you are getting the sentence level tokenization. Okay. So again, some of the example you can try, I have given. And I created this notebook in a such a way you can use it as a template. I already told you. I have written like the function wise, right? If you need any kinds of, let's say, cleanup technique, you can copy from here and you can use it in your code. That's the idea. Now there is another package you can use called Spacey. With the help of Spacey, also you can perform the tokenization. Fine. So you can explore this part. Now let me go to the steamer. Okay. I already told you what is steamer. Steamer means you are trying to bring the different word in a root form. That means let's say you are having play, playing, played. So what you will do, you will apply steamer and you will just try to convert it is to the, and you'll just try to convert to the root word, that means play, right? Because it is meaning the same, okay, in a sentence. So now let me show you. So inside NLTK we are having this steamer, porter steamer. Now we are importing porter steamer and here we have created the function steam word. So whenever you will give any kinds of, let's say, sentence, it will perform the steaming operation. Now see, here I'm giving bugs, barking, work. Now if I give this particular sentence, it will give me the root form. That means walk, and all. Okay. Now see, here I kept one sentence. So this is the entire sentence you can see. Now I want to perform steaming operation on top of the sentence. So I'm using my function inside that. I'm passing the sentence. Now see, it will give me the steaming word right now. Now see, probably it has been probable. Okay, probable. That's why I told you steaming is not readable. Sometimes you will get some kinds of word, it's not readable. But your model will try to understand. Okay. But as a human, it's not readable. See, favorite has been converted to favorite right now. Okay. So in case actually what you can use something called lemmatization. Okay. Lemmatization will handle this kinds of situation. It will give you a readable word actually. Now see, this is the lemmatization code. So it is available inside NLTK. I'm importing the lemmatization, initializing the lemmatization. And if you want to use lemmatization, you have to download these are the things, WordNet and OMW. And now if I execute this code, you will see that it will give you the lemmatization for all the words. See, so this is the word, this is the lemmatization, this is the word, this is the lemmatization. Now see, it's readable. Okay, it's readable. Then your steaming one. I hope it is clear. Fine. So that's why I just written steaming and lemmatization are same to retrieve root words, but lemmatization is worked good, lemmatization is slow, and steaming is fast, because lemmatization will give you the readable output. That's why it's a little bit slow than your steaming. Okay, I hope it is clear. So yes, these are the technique you can follow for the text pre-processing. If you are having any kinds of text, you can perform text pre-processing with the help of these are the technique. You can clean up your text. Okay, and again I'm telling you, it's not required to perform all the text cleaning technique. Sometimes if you need anything, just try to keep it as it is. That is the idea. Fine.